Hello and welcome to this first video of the lesson, Underwriting. Here we will learn about the basic concepts of underwriting, non-medical underwriting, and medical underwriting. The following topics will be covered here. Let us begin with learning the purpose of underwriting. Underwriters assess the risks and make premium calculations based on the extent and level of risks. The purpose of underwriting is twofold. First is to prevent anti-selection or selection against the insurer. The term selection of risks refers to the process of evaluating each proposal for life insurance in terms of the degree of risk it represents and then deciding on granting the insurance and its terms. Anti-selection is the tendency of people to seek out insurance eagerly to gain in the process because they suspect that their chance of experiencing a loss is high. And second is to classify risks and ensure equity among risks. The term equity means that applicants who are exposed to similar degree of risks must be placed in the same premium class. Life insurers use a mortality table to determine the premiums to be charged. To assure equity, the underwriter engages in a process known as risk classification. That is, individual lives are categorized and assigned to different risk classes depending on the degree of risks they pose. There are 4 such risk classes. First is standard lives. These are the ones whose anticipated mortality corresponds to the standard lives represented by the mortality table. Second is preferred risks. These are the ones whose anticipated mortality is significantly lower than standard lives and hence can be charged a lower premium. Third is substandard lives. These are the ones whose anticipated mortality is higher than the average of standard lives but are still considered to be insurable. And fourth is declined lives. These are the ones whose impairments and anticipated extra mortality are so great that they cannot be provided with insurance coverage at an affordable cost. Underwriting or the selection process is said to take place at 2 levels. First is at field level. It may also be known as primary underwriting. It includes information gathering by an agent or company representative to decide whether an applicant is suitable for granting insurance coverage or not. The agent plays a critical role as primary underwriter. He is in the best position to know the life to be insured. And second is at underwriting department level. Underwriters of insurance companies take up the responsibility of underwriting policies at department level. Such underwriting involves specialists and persons who are proficient in this work. They consider all the relevant data on the case and decide whether to accept a proposal for life insurance or not and on what terms. Underwriters may use 2 types of methods for the purpose. First is judgment method. Under this method, subjective judgment is used, especially when deciding on a complex case. In such situations, the department may get the expert opinion of a medical doctor who is also known as a medical referee. For example, deciding whether to insure someone who has acute diabetes or not and on what terms. And second is numerical method. Under this method, the underwriter assigns positive rating points for all negative or adverse factors and vice versa. The total number of points so assigned will decide how much extra mortality rating or EMR has been given. Higher the EMR, more substandard the life is. If the EMR is very high, insurance may even be declined. Let us now consider the various kinds of decisions that underwriters may take with regard to a life proposed for underwriting. First, acceptance at ordinary rates, OR. It is the most common decision. This rating indicates that the risk is accepted at the same rate of premium as would apply to an ordinary or standard life. In such cases, the premium is charged as per tabular rates. Second, acceptance with an extra premium. It is the most common way of dealing with the large majority of substandard risks and involves charging extra premium over the tabular rate of premium. Third, acceptance with a lien on the sum assured. A lien is a kind of hold which the life insurance company can exercise, in part or whole, on the amount of benefit to be paid in the event of a claim. Lien implies that if the life assured dies from a specified cause, for example, relapse of the TB, within a given period, only a decreased amount of death benefit would be payable. Fourth, acceptance with a restrictive clause. For certain kinds of hazards, a restrictive clause may be applied which limits death benefit in the event of death under certain circumstances. And fifth, decline or postpone. Finally, a life insurance underwriter may decide to decline a proposal for insurance. This generally happens when there are certain features which are so adverse that they considerably magnify the incidence of the risk. Thank you.